New government data shedding some light on how wealth is moving around the country. Some big wealth just joined us on the set here. Robert Frank joins us now. You look like you're loaded.
It's like $1 million.
Yeah, you look like $1 million.
I cover the wealthy. Now, more than 250...
As you should.
More than 250,000 taxpayers moved out of New York and California in 2022. That's according to the latest immigration data from the IRS. Now, when they left, so did their tax revenue. California lost a net $24 billion in income from that out-migration. That brings their total loss since the pandemic to over $136 billion. New York lost $14 billion, bringing its total to $60 billion over that 3 years. Now, the big winner, of course, was Florida. They added $36 billion in income in 2022. Texas gained $10 billion, and South Carolina $5 billion. Now, there is some good news. Out-migration is slowing, down about 10% for both states. And the flows from Florida to New York, we don't hear about that much. They were up, suggesting that some may be coming back. But the taxpayers who are leaving are high earners. The average income of New Yorkers moving to Florida was $182,000. Now, in California, those earning more than $200,000 accounted for 3/4 of all of the revenue lost. Those lost tax dollars are one reason California is now facing a budget deficit of $46 billion. Now, for more on where the wealthy are moving and where they are spending and investing, you can sign up for my Inside Wealth newsletter at CNBC/Inside Wealth, or just check on the flow code like Joe did last week, CNBC/Inside Wealth.
I mean, that kind of explains why you don't hear Gavin Newsom as a possible replacement.
You do hear him, but you got to guarantee that will be the issue that's brought up if he becomes a candidate, whether it's this time around or next time around.
Or any other, if I were a state that had a pretty nice climate, I would try to go to zero or down on income tax. I would try to outdo Florida.
Or Texas, or
Texas.
any of these states.
It's not the only reason that people leave, but there certainly is a pattern, especially since the pandemic, where the migration from high tax to low tax states, as well as from blue to red. And taxes and weather is part of it. And this accelerated. People were planning to retire in Florida anyway, or Tennessee, or Texas, and this accelerated those plans.
Well, luckily, pretty soon we're going to have Florida weather in South Carolina.
Yes, they're moving back.
Yeah, since it's moving up. But you can. What's New Jersey now? State tax. It's like unbelievable.
The state tax is 10.9, I think, so close to 11.
Do the math. Can't deduct it. Do the math, figure out what that is per month. Free rent.
Right,
free rent. Free rent in Florida,
and if you're in New York City, it's 14%. So that's a free house in Florida. I mean, that's when you calculate, depending on what your income is and everything else. It adds up.
I'm not a smart man, but do any of the politicians up here understand maybe it'd be better to
cut taxes
and maybe not do quite as much on the spending side of things?
They understand that. I think it's hard when you've got this built-in infrastructure of subways and social safety net and the infrastructure and everything. Everything costs a lot.
It's almost like a vicious cycle then, and then more people leave, and then you have fewer revenues, just like out in California.
Yeah, but one thing that's not going to help is, and our friend Josh Gottheimer will be disappointed, it doesn't look like either side is going to change the SALT tax limit of $10,000. And that, to your point about what you can deduct versus the old days, that has continued to hurt these high tax states.
Okay.